Reebok, leadership debating. What is it?
Well, you would remember it at school when you're done debating, and there were 3 per team. There were a lot of rules, a lot of technicalities. You had to do summary, open, etc. Well, leadership debating is more real life debating. There's no rules. It's like in a boardroom, so it's untimed. It's also improv, so you haven't got research or facts to back you up.
No research, no facts. How are you supposed to win?
Yeah, well, it's about presenting confidently as a leader. That's why we call it leadership debating. So you've got to back yourself, no facts research. You've just got to believe, speak from the heart, and believe what you say and get your support that way.
Any structure?
Yeah, well, there is structure. A good leader will always listen first. So ideally, you listen, get the other person's argument, and understand where they're coming from. Then you repeat that so it's clear to everybody, and then you shoot it down. You shoot it down and make your own argument, and that puts you in a powerful position to win the debate or to influence the audience, to get the audience on your side, because that's what it's about, getting the audience on your side.
Sounds like a martial arts skill.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to put it, because often, like you'll see in martial arts, you wait for the other person to throw their punch, you avoid it, and while they're off balance, you then go bang and you attack them back. So this is an aggressive way of debating, an effective way of debating.
Everyday life. How does this apply?
Well, you know, Jeff, being a salesman, to get that sale, often the person, there will be a couple of doubts in the back of the person's mind. You need to listen to that and address those issues, because if you show you're listening, you're connecting to the person as well. Because if they've got doubts, well, they probably won't buy it. Any doubts in someone won't buy you. So you need to address those doubts and to get the sale. The other thing is in relationships, like a wife or a husband, often they'll just make a subtle points. And if you can listen and pick up on those subtle points and address those points, that can make a big difference. And the other one is often negotiating. If you get into a tough negotiation with a lawyer, they'll try and intimidate you. They'll try and bully you. And you've got to show that you can stand up and not take that bullying and stand up for yourself. And then they'll have to back down and be more reasonable with you. So it's about persuading people. Yeah, it helps you persuade people in real life.
So it gives people a real leadership vibe.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It gives you a confidence, innate confidence. And example would be, you're out with a group of mates, maybe 7 or 8, and someone has a go at you or challenges you. And often they'll be just making a friendly challenge, but because there's people around, their heart rate goes up, they get a little bit aggressive, and they come at you harder than what they wanted. So if you can keep your cool and address the issue and find a solution, that'll impress the whole group. They'll see you as a leader. And not only that, he'll also be impressed, because he would have realized, geez, I was a little bit aggressive there. And for you to keep your cool and come back coolly, that'll impress him as well. So it turns negative situations into positive situations.
Great information. Okay, guys, join us at speakpanda.co. Links at the bottom of the chat.